You might be with your dog every day, or be apart from it for years. But have you ever wondered, does it still remember me? Some say dogs only remember familiar people. But if you vanish, will it forget you? It sounds reasonable. But the scientific truth gave me chills when I discovered it. And if you're raising a dog, what you're about to hear might make you rethink every moment you've been away from it. In this video, I'll take you through the most touching discoveries about a dog's memory, how they not only recognize you, but feel you with their heart. And by the end, you'll understand why some dogs have broken down in tears when seeing their owner again after nearly 10 years. If you love dogs, watch until the end, because the emotions you're about to feel might forever change how you look into your dog's eyes. And now, let's begin with a truth most of us have misunderstood from the start. Dogs don't recognize you with their eyes. They use something else, something hundreds of times more powerful than you imagine. You could disappear from your dog's life for 5, even 10 years, but the moment you return, just a breeze brushing past your coat might be enough to make its heart tremble. Dogs don't recognize you by sight, but by scent. And the miracle is, your body's scent, the one you barely notice, is a familiar melody that lives on in their memory. While humans have about 5 to 6 million smell receptors, dogs have over 300 million. The part of their brain that processes smell is 40 times larger than ours. To a dog, the world isn't made of sights, but of scents. And you are a unique combination of smells it can never forget. Even if you've showered with a new soap, sprayed on unfamiliar perfume, or worn someone else's clothes, your core scent is still there. It's a biological signature only you possess, and only your dog can decode. You can't fool that nose. You can't hide your return, and you can't fake your absence. It's no coincidence that search and rescue dogs can track missing people over miles of terrain, through rain and dust. Because to them, you are an irreplaceable scent memory. Studies show that dogs can remember a person by scent even after 5 years apart. Not just recognize, but cry, whimper, wag their tail, and bounce with joy the moment you step into the room. Do you know which emotion triggers the strongest reaction in dogs? It's not light, not images. It's your voice. Your voice is their emotional safety blanket. Even if you've been silent for years, even if your tone has changed, just one word from you can make them turn their head. Dogs don't just hear, they feel your emotions through every tone. When you're happy, sad, or anxious, they sense it immediately. A study from the University of Budapest revealed that a dog's brain activates very differently when hearing their owner's voice versus a stranger's, even if they say the exact same words. That's why the moment you walk through the door, your dog is already on the floor wagging its tail, without even seeing your face. Because you've arrived long before, through scent, through footsteps, through the rhythm of your voice that it knows by heart. But if one day you come back wearing a hoodie, a thick coat, dark sunglasses, and a strange scent, don't be surprised if your dog seems confused. It may stand still and stare, furrow its brow, let out a soft growl, not because it forgot you, but because its sensory world is being scrambled. You look the same, but the scent doesn't match. The voice is familiar, but the tone is slightly off. That sense of safety it usually feels hasn't quite returned. We often think, why doesn't it recognize me? But really, it's wondering, why does something feel just a bit wrong? Because for dogs, recognition doesn't come from sight. It comes from instinctive trust, from a complete, uninterrupted sense of familiarity. And you know what it remembers most clearly? Not your face or your hairstyle, but the way you walk, the way you gently sway your shoulders, the way you wave your hand when calling it, the rhythm of your steps as you approach. That's the body language it's memorized long ago, and it will never forget. Even if your own memory fades, its body remembers. That's him, that walk, that breath, that presence. Unmistakable. And that's when the miracle happens. You come closer. You call its name. You kneel down. It freezes for 2 seconds, then bursts with emotion. A dog that hadn't seen its owner for 7 years once made an entire train station cry, just because it howled like a child the moment it saw its person again. There was no proof, no logic, no clear sign, but its heart knew. Some people never come back, but the old jacket they left behind still makes the dog curl up next to it and fall asleep in that scent for years. To them, that smell isn't just memory. It's the last safe place that still remains. Every thread soaked in sweat, in breath, in hurried hugs, becomes an invisible diary only the dog can read. A pillow, a pair of slippers, a scarf, all can be places where the dog finds you every single day, even if you've been gone a very long time. Many believe that feeding a dog well or buying it toys is enough to build a bond. But the truth is the opposite. The bond between human and dog doesn't come from treats. It's built in the quiet moments when you sit beside it while it trembles at thunder. In every gentle look when it makes a mistake and you don't scold. In the touch that expects nothing in return, no reward, no purpose. Those moments are the true glue, and over time, if they're real, they become part of the dog's biology, a part of its emotional map. At that point, it doesn't just recognize you, you've become part of who it is. But if one day you return after many years and your dog doesn't immediately recognize you, please don't feel hurt. That doesn't mean it's forgotten you. It may just be trying to piece together fragments of old feelings. Your scent may have changed. Your voice may sound deeper. Your movements may be slower. But don't worry. If the bond was ever real, just a few seconds, a few minutes, and it will all come rushing back. And then you'll see your dog growl softly, then run to you, whimpering, burying its face into your chest as if you were never gone. Not because it remembered, but because everything has finally come together again. And then you'll realize something many people overlook. The silence you share with your dog is actually the deepest form of connection. No need to say anything, no grand gestures, just being there, sitting together, gently touching. Those seemingly meaningless moments are the ones that get etched deepest into a dog's mind. And in those quiet, still moments, when you say nothing, do nothing, just sit beside it, that's when your name is written forever in its heart. Not for any specific reason, but simply because you were you, beside it. So if you've ever wondered whether your dog remembers you, the answer is yes. Not through its eyes, not through logic, but through a sense of safety, through instinct, through scent, through voice, and through memories that can't be put into words. And if you were ever that safe place for it, then no matter how the world changes, no matter how quiet you become, how old you grow, or how far you drift, if you return, it will run to you like it never forgot. Because for dogs, love doesn't come from memory, it comes from the heart. If this video made you think of your dog, hold it tight the next time you meet. And if you've ever had a touching moment when your dog recognized you after a long time apart, share it in the comments. I'll read every one, because I know Those stories sometimes make us believe in something called pure love. And if this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who also has a dog. Because someone out there might just need a reminder that they are still remembered and still loved.